A confrontation with Diane sets Nikki off, while Jack loses it over Ashley's plans. Hello everyone, my name is Oliver. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Diane receives Esther's congratulations on her promotion at Crimson Lights. A small bird informed her. The time has come for Diane to prove herself, she thinks to herself. Nikki walks in while they're still talking. She calls Esther Diane, while she sneers at her. As Esther heads to the back, Diane inquires, "How are you doing?" Nikki becomes quite angry, since she is well aware of her condition, and warns that she will not allow her to check the tea for spikes. No matter how much you know, it remains none of your concern. There is a gasp from Diane. Jack loves Nikki deeply. Diane assures her as they walk to the patio. Nikki is aware. She also had his best interests at heart, which is why she repeatedly forbade him from being around her. According to Diane, he confided in her that Nikki was going through a tough patch. A compromise in her sobriety was acknowledged by Nikki. She snarks about Diane's death-defying antics and remembers the night Diane feigned to pass out. Jack is assisting Diane through this difficult moment, and Diane knows it. It doesn't bother her. "I hear he's a decent guy," from Nikki. "Diane, I appreciate all that you gave up. It's a blessing to have Jack with me." After checking in, Esther departs once more. Diane reassures Nikki that they don't have to argue over everything. Nikki didn't want her back, but they've managed to coexist amicably, she explains. Diane feels terrible that she is having a hard time, and she knows that Jack is the best person to have on her side. But she doubts Victor would be pleased with Jack's participation in her life. Nikki eagerly anticipated the arrival of the genuine Diane. "So, you're practically going to dangle that in front of me." While Nate mulls, "So, you think we have potential?" In Audra's suite, she plays the part of a flirt by holding his tie. Rarely is Audra incorrect. A knock at the door interrupts her kissing him. Who knows? Nate asks as he proposes that she purchase it. "Perhaps I am a chance." Audra motions for him to remain still and opens the door for Tucker, who is hoping he isn't intruding on anyone's business. Angry Audra asks, "What are you looking for, Tucker?" A discreet discussion is what he desires. 5 minutes. Audra snips. Audra assures Nate that she will text him when she is finished so that they can resume their conversation. Audra asks Tucker, "What?" as she closes the door. Knowing exactly what he stepped on, Tucker smirked. "You're planning something." "Oh, really?" Ashley informs Jack at the Abbott house that she is going to Paris in search of answers. She thinks taking the plane won't be an issue. Jack replies, "No, not at all," and then ponders whether this is related to the disastrous honeymoon. He says it's been going on for months and wonders why she's bringing herself to acknowledge his accusations. Tucker poses a threat. A liar he is. "What if I'm a liar?" Ashley muses. She must demonstrate that she is being truthful. According to Jack, this is all part of his strategy to be on her mind. Rather than seeming weak, Ashley insists she is being proactive. No matter what Jack says, she would still care little about his feelings for her if he didn't still care for her. Ashley must finally let him out of her mind. It seems unreasonable to expect her to have Jack's unwavering support. "Ash, you are an intelligent, successful woman, usually capable of making brilliant decisions," Jack says to Ashley. "Usually." Ashley finally snaps. "If our relationship is important to you, you should probably just keep quiet. All he really wants to know is her itinerary for Paris." Ashley says she plans to return to the cafe in the hopes of speaking with any customers who may have remembered the obnoxious and violent American. According to Jack, Tucker has tarnished her sense of self-assurance. This is the only way to get rid of him, and Ashley is certain that the facts will be proven. "Do you really question which of you is being truthful?" Jack asks, his mind wandering to the person she must prove this to. Ashley assures J-Bot and his family that she will not just vanish without a trace. All she's doing is gathering the data she needs. I need to leave. Grimacing, Jack looks downcast. Tracy materializes as Ashley exits. Ashley, Jack informs her, has departed for Paris. That was quick, Tracy muses. Looking up, Jack is speechless. This whole crazy goose hunt was known to her. Ashley, according to Tracy, simply needs some clarification. According to Jack, Ashley lied to him by saying she was certain of her memory. His goal is to keep her safe. She can defend herself, according to Tracy. Tracy believes she has made a reasonable choice, despite Jack's wishes that she not be any more distressed than she is. Jack says she's obsessed and that this is consuming her life. Tucker wants this badly, he says. He intentionally sowed discord in order to maintain his grip on her. Ashley might fall into a trap, he says, pleading with Tracy to save her from doing anything she'll come to regret. Nate approaches Victoria in the GCAC dining room to inquire about Nikki's well-being. It seems like everyone is watching Victoria, even though she claims she's Oak. She struggles to find the right words to express her support at times. In Nate's opinion, she's giving it her all. Whenever, wherever, he says, refreshing her memory of his availability to chat. Here I am. When the topic shifts to Claire, Nate speculates that she will need some space to figure things out. According to Victoria, she will. The last time they spoke, he pointed out to her where her attention should be, and she is grateful to him for that. They are introduced by Victoria, and Cole shows up. Cole informs Victoria that he can tell that they dated after Nate departs. According to Victoria, it has a history. Until he irritated her father, it was perfect. Cole believes that Victor likely has a lengthy list of men he would prefer not to have any relationship with. He informs Victoria he has some positive news on his visit with Claire when she asks about it. Tucker breaks up with Ashley in Audra's apartment. It is nothing new to Audra. After what seems like an eternity, Tucker claims he's finished. She will remain unchanged. He intends to focus solely on Glissade and her needs. He is capable of running the business alone if she refuses to collaborate with him, but he would rather not risk losing her. So, are we on the same page? You have a good grasp of my motivations, and I have a good grasp of yours as well. Personally, I'm done. Us. We can have it all if we want it. Now, it's too late, Audra informs Tucker. Tucker says he wants to stay with her because they're only starting out. It seems to Audra that her desires aren't a problem. She is told by McCall that they belong together. He believes she shares his desire to be by his side. In your dreams, Audra quips. Tucker is eager to lend a hand in realizing her ambitions. Be strong right now. A simple yes is all that is required. With an exasperated shake of her head, Audra says, and that's the final step. As before, Tucker begs her to answer yes. Tucker, in Audra's opinion, is seeking victory, and she is the quickest route there. No one should settle for her. According to McCall, that is not her identity to him. To himself, he has been posing the questions. What has always been good about my life? You are the one. Knowing he will see her puts a spring in his step. His pulse quickens slightly whenever she enters the room. That is something he refuses to take for granted any longer. He expresses his demands and goals to Audra. It is not within me. Tucker, I apologize. At this point, she must ensure her own safety. Get out of here already. Tucker hesitantly departs after giving a nod. Audra approaches the locked door and gently presses her palm against it. Taking her handbag with her, she leaves. Diane hopes Nikki emerges from this stronger and happier, and she claims she has no agenda while they sit on the patio of Crimson Lights. I hope she's not mad because Jack confided in her. I won't break her trust. When Nikki probes further, she mentions the possibility of being partners. Diane exclaims, "Isn't that great? Jack named me co-CEO." She didn't squander any time, according to Nikki. Diane is aware of its appearance. Nikki speculates that she tricked Jack into thinking it was his idea by bringing up Kyle's extensive background. Even though she wished her well, Diane later complained that she was being nasty. Even Nikki admits that she was wrong to say that. Good luck with apologize. After saying that, she leaves. As they enter the jazz lounge, Audra sees Nate. She thinks Tucker talks too much. When she walks, her ex-partners follow. Nate can't help but wonder whether this is a trend. His question makes Audra wonder whether he is looking for a business relationship. The subject shifts to Blissade. Is Tucker's decision to fill the board with yes men something that Nate can challenge from the outside? Audra admits she's stuck and suggests she learn from Nate's strategy. As a gloomy cloud rolls in, Jack steps into Gerbot's office. Diane wants to know if they've already entered crisis mode. Jack informs her about Ashley's activities and claims it has nothing to do with business. Even if Diane thinks it's a good idea for her to find out the truth, Jack claims that she's allowing Tucker to control her. How is it that she insists he isn't manipulating her? While seated on the Abbott plane, Ashley fastens her seatbelt and has a flashback to her confrontation with Tucker at the Paris Cafe. As soon as she regains consciousness, Tracy will be sitting by her side. Jack loves her, too, she tells her. She will be present during the entire process. They clasp hands. After noticing that Claire appeared happier, Cole informs Victoria of this in the GCAC dining room. After Nikki's visit, they talk about it. Cole believes it must be excellent. She was so excited to tell him about the children's ward that he felt a twinge of joy and sadness as he recounts. They think it might help her recover. To what extent did he consult with her medical staff? Victoria wanted to know. According to Cole, the doctor seemed optimistic because Claire is showing greater interest in both individual and group sessions, and she is also more alert. Small steps. Baby steps, thinks Victoria. For hers, we were absent. They are on their way. If she ever trips and falls again, Cole assures her that they will be there to help her up. Finally, Nikki reaches her office, shuts the door, and frowns. Using the Asian market numbers, Audra enters after knocking. She wants to know if Nikki is okay and offers to help her out. Nikki, visibly upset, tells Audra, "I'm not going to break." According to Audra, absolutely not. "I wish I'd never told you I had a problem," Nikki exclaims as she does it again. Diane instructs Jack to acknowledge Ashley's independence from Tucker at Gerbot. All she's doing is collecting evidence to force it on him. Jack is concerned about the mental health of his sister. "I don't know what will happen if the responses she receives are disappointing." When asked who she thinks would win, Diane said her money was on Tucker's sister, Ashley. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Isa Media to our channel and stay with Tears.